Hey friends, thanks for stopping by. I want to talk with you today a little bit about a really popular story, a really popular Bible story called the Prodigal Son or the Prodigal Son Returns. In it, it's really a great story. There's actually three characters, not just the prodigal son and not just the dad, but there's also the older brother. Let me give you just a little bit of background on the story, and I encourage you to go out there and read it for yourself. It'll take you 10 minutes. It's not very long, but it's full of a lot of wisdom and a lot of pearls that could really get you thinking. So we have the story. We have the son who later is known as the prodigal son, who goes to his father and says, "Hey, Dad, I think you're going to live maybe longer than I want you to. I don't know. And can I have my inheritance now?" And the dad says, "Sure, okay." And so the dad goes out and does what he needs to do to get the money to give his son his part of the inheritance. So son takes the inheritance and takes off and says, "Woohoo, I'm out of here. I'm going to go live the good life." He goes out and gets fancy cars, jet skis, wave runners, goes camping and camping. That doesn't even sound very good, but I'm exaggerating here, friends, because they did not, maybe they had camping, but they did not have jet skis, just in case you didn't know that. But my point here is he went out and he got they talk about prostitutes, and he just spent the money, wasted the money. Bottom line, he took his dad's hard-earned money and wasted it. And then when he finds himself broke and starving and just not really able to do much work, not being able to take care of himself, what does he do? He goes back to his father. And his father sees him coming. Now, mind you, I'm not sure how I would react, but we see him coming, right? Here comes the son who's squandered everything that I've worked hard for to give him. And his father, the Bible says he opened his arms up to his son with compassion, not with anger, not with righteous indignation, but with compassion. And friends, that's what we're called to do. But yet there's another person in this story. And friends, I hate to admit it, but this is me a lot recently. This is something that we need that I need to work through. The older brother, or the other brother, I'm not sure if he's the older brother, but the other brother says, "WTF, Dad, I've been here the whole time. We've been hanging out. I've done everything you asked me to do. I'm working with you. I'm here. I never abandoned you. I never wasted your money. Your son did this." He doesn't even refer to him as my brother or his brother or whatever. He says, "Your son. I've been here." The dad says, "You know what? That's right. You've been here. You've been good here. We're throwing a party for your brother who's returning. I don't need to throw a party for you because you're here all the time, and not you're here all the time. Won't you leave? Is you're here all the time, and thank God. That's awesome. You're here all the time. Your brother, he was gone. He once was lost, but now and found. Guess what? We're throwing a party because he's here." Friends, how often are you doing that? I could tell you I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm saying, "Hey, guess what? I'm working hard. I'm doing everything I need to do. And people around me, you're screwing up. I'm perfect. You're screwing up, and I'm sick of it." Well, guess what? That's not what we're called to do. I'm not the judge. I'm not the judge here. And I'm not perfect either. True love comes from compassion, comes from a heart of compassion. And friends, I get into the story more with what's going on in my life right now. And since I've opened my heart up to compassion, I felt so much of Jesus' love, so much of God's love just flowing through me. And I just had to share that with you. So I want you to take a look if you've got the time. It's 30 minutes or whatever, the podcast, and Dad Makes 7. It's www.roccodeleo.com/EP19. So that's for episode 19. And if you like what you heard, please share with a friend.